Father's Day trophy for our dads. A piece of white A4 paper, or A3, which is what I have here, and I've folded it in half to create a card. The bigger the card, the better, I say. Pencil and a rubber, always important. Now we're going to do light sketch lines to mark out our trophy to start with. Now we're going to draw a line pretty much a lot of the distance of our page at the top, straight line, with enough room to fill our trophy with all those things that Dad is amazing at and we love our dad for. Now creating the shape of our trophy, which is basically like a vase, two curved lines with a rounded base at the bottom, so it actually can fill up with all those things that Dad is good with. Now handles on either side, because Dad needs to pick up his trophy and hold it above his head. So we're doing a C and then a fancy curved line, like a bit like an S, to show that our trophy is super special and fancy for our dads. And another handle on the other side at the same point, doing another C. This one's a little bit of a back to front, so it can be a little bit more challenging. And then doing the double thickness with that S at the bottom for the fanciness, and fixing it up so that it looks like it all is one piece, and rubbing out all those bits that don't make it look quite right. Now for the stand, a faint line at the center of our trophy, almost down into the bottom. I'm going to leave it about 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters from the bottom. So we're going to draw our base now. This is the base that needs to be able to hold our trophy, so it needs to be fairly wide. And we're drawing basically like a trapezium here, straight lines, and then doing a dimension, drawing those diagonal lines back, adding perspective to our trophy base so that actually will hold the weight of this really big trophy. Then thickening up that stem, because that stem will definitely not hold our trophy. 2 deep lines, probably like a centimetre each side of that line, with a nice big oval, shiny gold oval thing to make it look even special and fancy. I love my fanciness with our trophies. Now I want to actually add a little bit more of another level to this base of the trophy, so I'm just going to show where that stem of the trophy hits the level, and then drawing that level on either side. So this is like another platform above that first base, showing that perspective, bringing that line back, rubbing out our lines. If you use your rubber a lot as you go, it lets you feel like you can see how the artwork's coming along. I need to add a little bit more perspective to this top layer. There we go. If I add that little detail in there, now looks like it's 3-dimensional. Our bulb area, our ball of gold with a bit of shine on there where the light's going to hit it. Now I just like to fix and make this top rim look a bit more sturdier, because it's going to hold a few things in there. So just make it a bit thicker, just a really fine double line at the top. And now we can engrave our trophy with the best dad ever. Now notice I am just doing really lightly, capital letters, dad being bigger than the best. Now my dad, I even started with the A in the middle, which is a bit strange, but I did that because Dad has 3 letters, A is the middle one, and I want to make sure my A sits in the middle of my trophy. Now they're just a bit rough outline to start with, because I want to finish off more of my trophy first before I add the final lines. I decided to add a little bit of a ribbon. So sometimes we get ribbons when we do a swimming race or a athletics carnival. This is a bit of a fancy one. So the ones you see even for like happy birthday ribbons. So with this big circle with the flower petals all the way around it, and then the ribbon that floats off it and down the side with a bit of a V kick in the middle there at the bottom. There we go. Now I've added those little bit of a detail to our ribbon with those double lines, a line in the middle just for extra colour. We've done our petals. Now I've rubbed out ever here because it was a little bit in the wrong spot and my R was going to be taken by this ribbon. So I'm just going to re-sketch that so I make sure it's all in a better spot. It was just A little bit spread out, but that's okay. Okay, now I can start blocking out my engraving. So nice big block letters for best dad in the world. Just going around it and then adding those inner bits for our B that make it of a block letter. Our E, which is pretty easy, nice big straight lines. S's are a little bit tricky. You can slow down the video to watch how I do those S's. I'm a bit used to doing them now, but have a go and see how you go with your S. Oh, in the ribbon, we're going to write with love from your kid, ... and that's where you're going to write your name. So you write Bella or Anthony. There we go. I finished actually all the block letters. Sped that up for you so you didn't have to watch me write it all. All right. So inside our trophy, think of all the things your dad likes, your dad is good at, what you like about your dad. So it might be that he watches football, he might play football, or OzTag or touch. He might like soccer or play soccer. I'm going to draw in here a fishing rod. He might like going fishing. He might like eating fish. He might like taking you fishing. You might like it when you go fishing with your dad. Drawing in the line with the hook that can hang out of the side. Your dad also might be like reading. He might notice that he reads a bit, or he does a lot of work where he's always got a book in front of him. You could draw in a book, like little pages there. The words. Your dad might like music. He might be good at music. He might like listening to music. He might play music. So you could draw a guitar if he likes playing the guitar or something like that. Now, you could also, if you want to, add some heart flowers. I call these like heart flowers, which are pretty cool. They just sort of show that these are all the things I love about you, Dad. Just stems with a heart at either end. And there you go. You can add whatever you want inside your trophy. You can add some little love hearts on the side or something else on the side that might relate to you and your dad. And on the bottom here, I'm going to write love you, because this is a card for our dad. And there you go. Notice I add little bits of detail, those dots at the bottom, things to make our trophy look extra special. Stars on either side of our dad. Okay, now it's time to rub it out. I know, freaky, right? Rub it out and then colour it in. I've used a yellow and a goldish sort of pencil, two different yellows actually, and there was even a little bit of orange I put in there. Then that was for my trophy. Now the gold is probably because gold's always the top-notch trophy. You can choose different colours. And then I've got a really sharp black pencil, which I'm just going to go outline all my trophy. I'm not using Sharpie. Sharpie will just destroy this sort of effect that we want from this artwork. So a nice sharp, so you need a sharpener and keep sharpening it. Thin black line. We can add tonal detail. So notice how I've also got a bit of a shine on the right hand side of my trophy there to give that bit of a sparkle. Done a bit of a shadow on my lettering. I've coloured and given tone and detail into all my instruments and things Dad is good at. And there you go. Just remember, take your time with this video, right? So if you need to stop it at any stage, stop it and take your time. I would recommend drawing your trophy first, have a break, come back to it another day, and then colour it in. And don't forget to write inside your card. Have fun with drawing your dad's Father's Day trophy.